Another day, another video. You know the drill. My name is Ghost of Red Seas. Today we are talking about Abattoir of Zir. It is here, it's live, but there is some issues with it. So if you haven't seen what's going on with Diablo 4 lately, Diablo 4 just released a new seasonal activity endgame called Abattoir of Zir, which is basically like a grand or greater rift in Diablo 3. So you have a time attack. Basically you have 10 minutes to finish a nightmare dungeon. It's kind of a nightmare dungeon, but the density is higher. There's 4 pylons of shrines that are basically scattered around the map. The map is very linear. I like it very, very much. The density is insane. At the end, there's 3 bosses that comes in. 3, not 1, not 2, 3 bosses that spawns in this season 2. They've added like 5 new bosses, which is basically one of each class as a demon, I would say. So you have a sorceress, you have a necromancer, you have barbarian and druids, also with a barb, all that good stuff. The thing is, at the end, the 3 the 3 classes that comes in are quite strong. Like, they're very, very, very strong. The thing that I'm not really sure about, because all what I've talked about right before is like really, really great. It's super challenging. It's really made for end game content. Absolutely insane. Just for context, my sorceress is completely balled out. Like, the only thing that I'm missing is a Shaco, basically. But I've done around 600 runs of Duriel. Unfortunately, I haven't found any, but I did found Everion, the Spear of Lightkander, which is absolutely insane as a item by itself. It gives you a shrine every time you kill an elite for 20 seconds, and then it resets every 30 seconds. So basically, there's only a downtime of 10 seconds every time you kill an elite. I mean, it's quite insane. You get, one of the 6 or 5 different shrines. If you get, the gold one, but other than that, like, it's absolutely insane. Great item. I have stacked all damage reduction possible on all of my gear. I have total armor on all of my gear, 14 or 16k armor whenever I'm in. Like I said, uber uniques on it. I even have the Melted Heart of Selig, but basically I'm not really using it because I swapped with, a Disobedience Amulet instead with armor and damage reduction. And I gotta say, like, I'm still getting one-shot my things. Like, it's completely insane. Maybe it's not meant for us to go really, really high. I'm currently at tier 9, and I get completely destroyed by the bosses at the end. Sometimes it's like an affix that we don't know what's going on in the actual nightmare dungeon because they do not give us the information on the affixes. I haven't even, been to, I think it's called Afflictions. I've seen the name on it, but I'm not even sure what it is because I can't get to do it solo. Now, I haven't really played, the actual Abattoir of Zir in a group setting. Maybe I should. Maybe it's going to be a little bit easier. But, like, the biggest issue I have is not the difficulty, and I have to really reiterate that because I really want difficulty. I want, to be able to theory craft another build, or like to change something in my paragons or change something in my skills to be able to get that much more damage reduction or more utility or more damage because I'm missing a bunch. The thing that's really, really disturbing is the fact that, yes, we can push up to 25 tiers of Abattoir of Zir, but what's the point? Like, literally, what's the point? You get the glyph at level 1 or tier 1 of an abattoir that you are done. The number of experience needed to be able to upgrade the glyph is abysmal. It's completely insane. Like, first level is 2000 experience that you need, which is absolutely not bad because you get 1000 XP for tier 1 abattoir, you get 2000 XP, something like that, or 1500 XP for a tier 2. The thing that's really, really crazy is like, you activate, the glyph, you get 2% damage per 5 core skill into your board, which is absolutely insane. Once again, the thing is, you only get 0.02% damage for core skills per level that you level up the glyph. So if you are level 1, you get 2%. If you're level 2, you get 2.02%. Level 3, you get 2.04%, and so on. The thing is, the experience needed from 1 to 2 is 2000, from 2 to 3 is something like 5000, from 3 to 4 is 7,000, and I don't even know what's going on after that because I'm not there yet. But you would need to do lots and lots of, you know, these basically Abattoir of Zir nightmare dungeons to be able to level up your glyph to get 0.02% glyph experience or like damage on top of that. I know there's a secondary stat where you get, you know, a 50% bonus to every magic node on your Paragon board, and you get plus 10% for every level 10 on the actual glyph that you do. So if you get to level 10 on your glyph, instead of having 50%, you're gonna get 60% bonus to magic nodes in the board. But like it's not worth it, right? I haven't, like I said, haven't gotten to tier 11, 12, 15, 25. Like it's really far, but I don't even have time, you know, at the end to basically kill the bosses. I have maybe a minute spare. It takes me like 3 or 4 minutes to kill the 3 bosses at the end, which is fine. I just need, you know, to min-max my build. Like I'm really not disagreeing with this. This is absolutely fine. But like once again, what's the point for me to get 0.02% experience or damage more on a glyph every level, and then every 10 level you to get like 10% more to magic nodes? Like what's the point? What is really good is the fact that you can use, you know, the experience glyph at the end of an Abattoir of Zir to upgrade your other glyphs, which is basically insane because you get 1,000 experience if you do a tier 1, and it goes up every time you go up in tiers. So every other glyphs that you have that hasn't been leveled to level 21, you can breeze through them with, you know, incentive of playing Abattoir. So this is great. The only issue I have, like I said, is what's the point of doing Abattoir of Zir? There's no loot at the end. Loot is actually really crappy. Like there's no loot that comes out of monsters. That's absolutely fine. It's like a Greater Rift, but there's no loot explosion at the end when you kill the actual Greater Rift boss or the 3 bosses at the end of the Abattoir. Like why? Why does not an explosion of loot? Why isn't there a way that it's tied to Uber Uniques? Why it's the most challenging activity in the game, and there's absolutely no enticing rewards to it, like other than the fact that you can have bragging rights for finishing, you know, tier 1, tier 5, maybe a tier 10. I haven't done it yet, but there's like kind of how can I say this, titles that comes with it. So we'll have to see from there. I know that Blizzard is actually having an emergency meeting. I hope they're gonna come with something really cool because the community have spoken. Like it's fun. I absolutely welcome it with open arms, the fact that we have a brand new endgame activity. But what's the point of an endgame activity if you don't have loot or any sense of accomplishment when you finish it? There's nothing else than getting the glyph, getting like 80% more damage on top of what you already get with that single glyph now in your board. But yeah, I mean, we'll see tomorrow. I wanna know, like, you guys, what you think about this. Like, is Abattoir of Zir a hit or a miss? Hopefully, is it going to be better? Do you guys think they're gonna make a good change out of it? Leave your comment in the comment section. I'm really curious to know what's going on with this. This is Ghost of Seas. I'm stopped rambling right now. So have a good day, guys, and I'll see you on Sanctuary. Peace.